Hi friends, this is Miranda Madison here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Minnesota, and I will probably just be super quick tonight because I did not have a ton of time to put together a ton of projects to work on tonight. So I have a couple of ideas, one being a friend of mine who had made an order or received an order from me over the last couple of months, received a package from me as a gift that I mailed out, and I thought I would share that with you guys. I have some more that I will send out to new orders that are through my Stampin' Up! Store or cards that are purchased through me. And it'll come in this cute little bag here, and that has some pieces already punched out, already cut out. But what it is it is to create this project. So my light is super bright on that. So this is what I made with this. Now the paper is a little bit different. It'll be in the same sort of color family, most of them. So some are more mild colors, more like white backgrounds like this one is. But there's still a few other colors in those leaves there. But the wreath is all included in that package. The flower is included in that package. And then there is a little piece of vellum cardstock that is also included with the exact dimensions that I have in this finished project right here. And so I thought that since I had sent it out as a gift for those orders, that I could take a little bit of time tonight and just show you how I put that together. The frame is super cheap. I went online for a project that I was doing. Hi Shelly. So the cardstock and designer series paper, cardstock is still a current color. But the designer series paper is from last year, but I used it for a project that I had going. Thank you. I didn't have a nap today, so my hair still kind of almost looks done. I thought I would show how I made this project because I was giving this little packet out as a gift to some of my customers over the last couple of months, and she asked me, how did you put it together? So it's super simple, and I'm pretty sure that the flower is still in this catalog, but I think the wreath has been discontinued. Unfortunately, I don't even think that there's anything like that wreath in the current catalog that we have, but I have quite a few of those kits left, and so anyone who makes an order in my online store, I'm just giving them out as a gift, as a thank you. So I thought I would show how I made those. Just that cute little frame. The frame I bought at, I'm just checking to make sure. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was discontinued this last May. Yeah. All right. So I'll try to find something else that comes close to it. But if anyone wants the frame or the packet to make this, they would just need to make any sized order in my online Stampin' Up! Store. I'm super close to hitting a goal that I have, so I'm expecting to do that within the next month. So that's pretty exciting. So this is mostly retired product. The little flower on here is actually current. I'm pretty sure it is from the it goes with the Enchanted or Eastern Beauty bundle in there. So I know that the flower is still current, and there's tons and tons of cardstock and designer series paper that would make a project just as beautiful as this one. And we have lots of different things, I feel like, in this catalog that could make a project similar to this, just using different product. So the inspiration can still go places. So I thought we would work on that a little bit tonight, just to assemble it and show how I put it together. And then I had not put together any other projects to work on tonight. We were not here most of the afternoon like I thought we would be. So I have been trying to put together my scrapbook layout for my team this coming Friday, so that is put together and planned and not late. Hello, Pamela. So my desk was covered in stuff as of 5 minutes ago, so I have been rushing just to accomplish things at home tonight. So I will flip the camera around and we will get started on putting this little project together here. So I'm going to cover you up just like this. So I'll do a little flippity flip. And let's see if I can get this together without making you guys completely sick. Okay, now I moved my table just a little bit, but I think I can still get it so that it won't be too crooked. I can move this a little bit too. So my light might be a little bit too bright, but that's all right. What are you ladies up to tonight? Anything exciting happening this weekend? I am just going to turn on the live video so that I can read comments. So hopefully I have the computer on the right way. All right, so like I said, this is a project that I made. It was a year ago in June, so it has been a long time. But I think it's still super cute, and so I'm not going to let any of those things go to waste. So I'm giving them out as gifts to friends and customers who have made orders. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out some glue dots, and I love our mini glue dots for this project. What I did for this project kit, kind of, it's like a little, I just put all the pieces, I cut them all out. I made probably 200 of these last May and June for a, it was a women's retreat that happened a year ago in June. They asked me to come up with a project that was different than a scrapbook page, because they had done scrapbook pages in the past at this women's retreat, and they were looking for a craft that would take a little bit of time to assemble, but also left a little bit of flexibility and creativity as far as what each lady wanted to do. And it was actually, the craft time was during an open rec time as well. And so I think I had maybe, there's probably 50 or so ladies that came and made the craft with me. And some of them actually made more than one. So it didn't hurt at all that I made that many kits, but it definitely was more than I was, or not as many as I was planning on. So it's not a bad thing. I would rather have more than not enough. So the difference that we're going to do in this one today is I just am kind of molding the wreath. Now this is a wreath that was from a retired set, like I was saying. And you can make it so that it goes more together, but I kind of want it a wider base here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some mini glue dots on the back of this wreath here, just in a couple of the different areas on here. So I just put a couple on those little clasps there. I totally think so. That's the perfect one. I think that that could definitely fit what we're accomplishing with this set. Thanks, Shelly. I know that I knew that there was one that would probably come close. I'm just gonna put a couple more. I kind of want the frame to pop up off of the, sorry, it's so hard to see through here. So I kind of want the frame to pop up a little bit, and when I envisioned this project, I actually made it where I took the glass out of the frame, and this is just a 5x7 frame that I got at Walmart. And because I was needing so many of them, I actually bought them in packs of, I think they're either in packs of, looks like 8, packs of 8. And I got them in a box that I just had shipped straight to the store. And they were, I think, $2 a piece. But since I've had so many extras of those frames, I've used them for tons of different projects since then. And I love that they all match. So, hi Diana. So it really like ended up being a really fun project that a lot of people enjoyed working on. And it's something that they could display in their house or give as a gift. But it was still something that they probably wouldn't have had the supplies for or thought to do it on their own. So it left them with a fun memento from the women's retreat that we went to as well. So I was really excited with how the project came out. So what I did was I took, now each of these cut out in 4 different pieces, but the wreath in the project, or in the item that Shelly was mentioning, will cut out as 1 piece, but I think that you could probably cut out 2 of them and kind of do something really similar like what we're going to do with this. I really liked how the wreath came up off of the page, but I wanted both of the sides to kind of be somewhat stuck down so that it would kind of look like there was layers there. So I just kind of like meld them as I'm going, just so that it's not like identical to where the other piece is. And actually see what I did on this one is I started with that right side on this one as well and stuck those down with just, I mean, I think I used 6 glue dots for this project on just the wreath. So you don't need hardly any. And then what I did was I just kind of like pull them up a little bit so that they're coming off the page. And then with the flower, I used another glue dot on the back of the flower. So I'm going to try to keep it in the frame so you could see. So I just am putting like maybe 2 on there. And I am covering up a little bit where I'm kind of putting it on that little leaf that comes up here. So it's kind of going to cover where it was, like where that other gather is. So you don't see how this folds here because the flower kind of covers it. So what I did was I just stuck it to the end of that leaf there. So when they are framing this project, I have like 3 of these in my house, just in different areas, because one, I love the colors of the designer series paper that were in this pack, because I'm a sucker for that old olive color. But I think that it's a very neutral design that can go with lots of different seasons. And so for tonight's card or project, this one is using a retired stamp set that actually, I'm pretty sure it came out last August as the bundle that came out, just like the new one that's coming out, the Seasons, the All Seasons. I can't remember what it's called. off the top of my head. I am just at a loss tonight. That's what not having a nap will do for you. So it's a bundle that comes out August 1st to customers or to demonstrators, and then it will be released to customers in September. And there's only going to be, actually, no, it does come out in August. I don't know what I'm talking about. We've been able to purchase it already. I'm so sorry. So it'll come out August 1st for customers. And so there will be framelits with it and a really color your season. Man, you're on top of it. Thank you, Shelly. I feel so at a loss today. So that bundle will have framelits and it'll have a really cute stamp set, but not only does it come with both of those things, but this bundle comes with a whole new set of watercolor pencils that are in different shades than the ones that are already in the catalog. So I cannot wait for those colored pencils to come out on their own. My budget is super tight right now, so I do not think that I'm going to be able to well, I'm thankful that we can help each other out when my mind is not playing nice. But I love the watercolor pencils that we have in our Stampin' Up! Catalog, and so I'm super excited for more colors to come out. I think they're going to be a great addition to what we have in our supplies. So this sentiment was a retired set, and so I thought that I would use one from the Waterfront Stamp Set. And so what I did is I went through all of my stamps and just tried to find, because I already pre-cut these this piece out, and so what I was doing is trying to find something that would fit on this already cut out piece of vellum. Even though I have more vellum and I could probably cut one out to fit, I really liked, I wanted to use the supplies that I have already. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use our Memento Tuxedo black ink, and I am going to just ink it up real good. Since I'm using the photopolymer stamps, I'm going to try really hard not to put my head right in here. So I'm going to do it more at the top because I want to hide it behind the flower that we are doing already. So I just did not want to waste any. So I'm going to let that dry really fast, and we're already almost done with that project. It's super, super simple. But since I had so many left over, I thought, what a fun little gift to give my customers for the orders that I get. Because I could always put together a card kit. Hi, Terry. I'm showing how to make it. So if you're just catching it now, then you can watch the replay just to see what I've done. So I just am using this Waterfront Stamp Set, and I'm just cleaning off my stamp there. So I used the Waterfront Stamp Set and used Every Little Kindness Makes the World Brighter. And so I'm just gonna let that dry a little bit. And we will put that right next to our flower there. I might even put it there. I kind of like that too. So the cool part about this project also is that because I just put all of those little pieces in the little package that I mailed out, you can kind of do what you want with them. I had ladies at the retreat that were using these green pieces as like vines and totally doing their own thing. So you don't have to stick to my mold and do exactly what I have done. But my frame is just a simple 5x7 that I got at Walmart. And because I got them in packs of 8, they come with the bubble wrap and everything on them. And then what I did was, that one had a little fuzz on it, is I just peel the little prongs back on the frame, and I will take the glass out and take the little paper out, and will just be putting, now it's going to kind of fall a little bit because I don't have it 100% done, but it'll just look like that coming out of the frame there. So all I have to do is attach our sentiment with some glue dots, and we are almost done with that project. So super, super quick and easy, but a super fun project to that you could make with friends. I think some of the ladies that I had working on it, they did more sentiments than I had. I just put more than one phrase or had more than one piece of vellum or things like that. So what I'm doing there is I'm just trying to hide that little glue dot behind the flower there. So that is my cute little project. So super cute, easy, fast. So that is just a couple of different ways that, and I didn't even notice that kindness is in both of those. So super fitting. That any order that's made in my Stampin' Up! Store, as long as I have the supplies for those kits, I'll send one out to you if you are interested. So it just takes an order in my online store. So that is that project. And then I thought that it would be kind of fun, since we were using that Waterfront Stamp Set for this one, to make a project or a card using that same stamp set. I have not picked colors or a base or anything at this point. So because I knew that project was going to go fairly quickly, I thought that this one would just kind of be on the fly tonight. So I'm going to grab a couple of ink colors. I think I want a watercolor and do something super fun with, let's see, I think I'm going to use my clear block, and then maybe do like some colors in the back for a skyline for our trees. So I'm just going to grab some colors here. I hear a little child outside of my door, so I'm probably going to have to hurry. But we will grab, let's see, I'm going to grab the Poppy Parade and Daffodil Delight, and let me see if I have another one. Let's see, we'll try these three. I don't know if I like those two colors together, but we will. Ooh, I know what else I want. We're gonna do these three. We're going to do these three colors, and we're going to do kind of like a sunset behind the trees. So I'm going to try really hard to remember how to do this. So we'll see how it goes. I am going to use, let's see, how did I do this the last time? I want to do all three colors on this block. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do the lightest color first. Oof. So sorry. And then, oh, hi buddy. Are you okay? I have a little visitor. Do you need a drink? You should go get a glass of water. Okay? Can you go get a drink of water or a bottle of water, and you could take that down with you? Okay? Can you say hi, everybody? You don't want to? Okay. You can just sit there for a minute. So I'll probably be quick, but this little technique will be fun. Okay, so that is going to be the first color, and that is going to go, let's see, we want that higher, and then the colors will be on the bottom, because then I'm going to spritz it with my watercolor, or with my Stampin Spritser. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this Daffodil Delight first. I'm so sorry I'm shaking it all over the place. So I'm going to put this there and just rub it a little bit more. Okay. And it's going to give a different look with each time. You okay, buddy? You just woke up? I don't know that you were asleep that long, buddy. Do you feel like you're awake? Or do you feel like you're still sleeping? We have a cat that has joined the room, and a child that has joined the room, and now a puppy's trying to get in. Okay, go on. Go on. Go on. Everybody wants to be in the party tonight. So, I'm going to put the Grapefruit Grove on next. And I'm just going to put that here, and I'm just going to push down on that. Perfect. Nothing with any rhyme or reason. And every time that you do this, it will get a different effect for sure. I love this new color. I'm so excited about it. So what we are doing here is we're just going to create a background, like a sunset type thing, on this piece of Whisper White cardstock. So that is what we're going to do for that one. And then I'm just cleaning it off with a tissue. And this is just using one clear block and 3 colors of ink to get this sunset. And because I did not think about this until just now, we are probably not going to be able to finish putting this card together if it takes forever for this to dry. I did not think that through. So we'll see if I can just add a little bit of water and not a ton of water, and maybe it'll dry quicker if I do that. So, Mommy's showing people how to make a card right now. If you want to say hi. Are you sort of kind of saying hi? Yeah. All right, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Stampin' Up! Spritzer, and I'm going to just spray it on there. Now it's not going to react quite how a watercolor paper would react, but if I want to take my my Wink of Stella to give it a little bit of shimmer, and I really don't mind the blocky look. I think it'll still be a fun effect. What we're going to do next is we're going to use our trees from the same Waterfront Stamp Set. I'm just going to grab the trees, and we're just going to add a couple of trees with the Memento. Now the thing with Memento is if you use a ton of water, it is not made for watercoloring, and so it's probably going to affect how this dries, if it spreads or whatever. So I hope I'm not putting my head in the frame, but what I'm doing is I'm just stamping some trees off to the sides here. Super simple Nothing with rhyme or reason. Really, really awesome. I love it. So nothing fancy, but I think what I want to do up there is put our sentiment. So we will, I just rinsed off that stamp, just cleaned it up. And now I'm going to put the sentiment, love never gives up. I love that sentiment. And we're going to use the black for this one as well. And I'm just going to put it right up there. So nothing super fancy, even has the lines that I wasn't anticipating, but you know, I think it still looks cool to have that, so I don't mind it at all. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to put that stamp away, and I'm going to pull out some cardstock that I want to frame that with. So I'm going to use some basic black just to give it a border around there. And then we will do, I need to turn on this light back here too. Okay, so grab my paper trimmer. You're sleepy still, buddy. Did you have a dream? Did you have a dream? You don't know? So I'm just going to use the basic black as a frame on here. And I probably should have replaced my trimmer blade, but I think it'll be okay. So this one is going to be, I'm going to do it at 5 1/4 for this one. And yeah, my blade is so needing replaced. It has all those little fuzzies on it. And then this one will be at 3 3/4. Yeah. So 5 1/4 and 3 3/4 is what the mat will be around that. So super cute. It has a really fun watercolor effect there with those colors. This is the Daffodil Delight, Grapefruit Grove, and Poppy Parade. And so what I'm going to do is I just take my finger and rub along the edges. If my blade is needing replaced or sharpened for that matter, sometimes I feel like the basic black reacts a little bit differently. I don't know if it's something in that kind, but usually it's a blade issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my Snail Adhesive, and even though this is a little bit wet, I think it'll still be okay. It's not super, and the back's not really wet. So I'm just going to do 3 lines of my Snail Adhesive across the back there. And I'm just going to put that on my mat there. So that looks super cool. And then I think I also want to, just for fun actually, I just had this idea. Just to cover up this little bit of space, I thought it would be really fun to pull out those trees again, and I'm just going to cut them out. Just a quick hand cutting of the trees. So I'll just ink up the trees real good, and then I'm going to put them on another piece of Whisper White cardstock, and then I'm going to cut them out so that we can pop them up on that part of the card. So I'm going to clean my stamp off really fast, pull out my paper snips. Now I don't do a ton, and I'm not going to even probably be super careful around all of these little edges. I'll probably just do a messy version. But I don't do a ton of hand cutting. I really, really, really love how many of our framelets and thinlets go with our stamps and projects and things, because I am not super patient when it comes. I hope this is not like making you super dizzy. I'm not super patient when it comes to standing and cutting out images like this, but sometimes it's worth it for the effect that I want, that I'm looking for. So I'm just gonna do it not even perfect at all, just in and out little bits. And we are going to add these cute little trees. I would even normally just cut them out in a circle and post that over there, but I really like how the trees could be seen behind it. So that is why we're going to go with that. Now, okay, you're being so quiet in here, buddy. Are you awake now? Yeah? All right, so what we're going to do on that one is we are just going to pop them up right here. You can kind of see the trees behind it, but that's still super fun. All right, so I'm going to use a couple of Stampin' Up! Dimensionals for those trees. And then I just need maybe, so cute. I love that. Just to give it a little bit of dimension there. But the texture is super fun on that. So I'm going to get a...
It is really pretty.
Do you like that one?
Yeah.
Thank you. Glad. I'm going to get a Grapefruit Grove color for my base, and I'm just going to do the 5.5, 8.5 by 5.5, and then I'm going to score it at 4.25. So that will be our base there. And let me see what I have for embellishments for this one. I think I might have some, I think it'd be really fun to use this. Now, my preference would be to use, maybe we'll do silver. I kind of like that. We'll do it at the top. That looks fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this towards the bottom, and at the top here we're going to put a, might even see if I have another layer that I can put behind that, but the silver thread. Now, they used to have black metallic thread, but I think that one's discontinued, and I'm pretty sure I hid it from myself so that I wouldn't use it. But we have lots of fun things that are current, and I know the silver thread is one of them. One of the things that are current. So I'm going to just double check to make sure. Yep, the silver thread is current, so we can use that safely. You can fall in love with the silver thread. It is okay. We're actually going to put it on our mat at the top of it because I want to tape it to the back. So what we're going to do is I'm going to peel that piece of tape off that I had holding it. Just stick it on my thumb there. Pull. Let's see if I can get it loose. It's stuck in there. There we go, I got it. Sorry if that made you dizzy. You want to watch what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some metallic thread at the top here, and I'm going to wrap it around a couple of times. So we're going to go up here, and I'm kind of going to do it in like a sunburst style, if I can get it.
Awesome.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
I'm so glad. So it's gonna be kind of look like that, where one side is super thin and all gathered together, and then the other side is where the 4 little notches are. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape that down on the back here. And I'm going to tape it on this side, because then I don't have to use as much. So I will do that. And so that is what that will look like. Kind of coming out from that corner and then getting wider as it goes that way. So that is going to be on that side. What do you think of this spur of the moment card tonight? I had no idea what I was going to do. So I'm just going to put some Snail Adhesive on the top, bottom, and the middle, just to make sure that it gives it that extra stick to hold down. And then we are going to give it a little bit of a bigger, wider border. But that is our other project for the night. So we worked on this cute little frame just to show how I made it. And then this is the other project for tonight. So I hope you enjoyed these projects, and I did want to let you guys know that there are only, well, after today, there's only 2 more days for the ink family promotion for joining my team, becoming a demonstrator. It is a super amazing, great deal. You save so much when you become a demonstrator, not only in your own product that you get to purchase, but also the amount of goodies that you get in your starter kit are so great, because you only have to spend $99. You get to choose $125 worth of product, and then on top of that $125, you get 10 ink pads from one color family. So you get to choose the neutrals, the in colors, the brights, the regals, or the subtles. You get to choose one of those families, and then you get all 10 of those ink pads for free right now. So it only goes until July 31st. But if you have any questions about that at all, about joining my team, you can message me, email me at ramandamadison@gmail.com. And I would love to answer any questions that you guys have about that. My team is amazing. The team that you get to be a part of under me, you have so many different resources and a support system. We are full of hobby demonstrators and business demonstrators, and we just are a family that like to craft together. So if you are interested in being a part of that team, then just let me know and I will do what I can to help you. I will try to get this on YouTube hopefully by Tuesday. This week is going to be a little bit different. And I also wanted to say that I will not be coming on next Sunday evening. My hubby is surprising me. Well, he just told me about it on Tuesday, or Thursday, that he is taking me out of town, and he has arranged for our kids. Our big kids are going to be with their grandma, and my youngest will be off at camp. So we are going to go away for a couple of days. So I will not be coming to do a live next Sunday, and I'll try to make a reminder post about that next week, just so that you remember. So I have no idea where we're going or what we're doing, but it'll be super fun to celebrate our 16th anniversary together that way. So I hope you guys have a great couple of weeks, and be watching on this Facebook page and on my blog for different projects that I'm going to try to post. I have a couple that I'm working on posting, and we'll be posting a video for a card that I made this week as well. So I hope you have a great night and a great week, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.